Hey guys, and welcome to another Minecraft GAA Stadiums predictions video. This video, again, we're doubling up because there are only 2 football games this weekend. And both of them are the preliminary round of the Talton Cup, so only 2, let's jump right in and get them out of the way. So our first game in the Talton Cup is Wicklow v Waterford. This one kind of tough to predict. I don't think they met during the league. No, I think Wicklow are a Division 3 team. So, who knows? I think I'm going to go Waterford on this. I think they might just be a little bit stronger. I'm going to say by 2 points. I think they'll just manage it. I think it's a hard one to predict. So Waterford to win by 2 points. And our other football game of the weekend in the Talton Cup is Wexford versus Offaly. Now these two met in the first round of the Leinster Championship. Wexford won that and won it pretty well. So you'd have to think the advantage is still sitting with them. They have the home advantage again, not in Wexford Park. Obviously I have it in Wexford, but they're actually in Belfield and Enniscorthy for this match. I guess it was just so that the match wouldn't be in Wexford Park again, or there's some reason behind it. So I think the advantage is going to stick with Wexford. I'm going to say Wexford by 3 points. I think that's what they won by in the last match, so I'm going to go with that for this match. So Wexford to win by 3 points. So those are my predictions for the football games for the weekend. So with that, let's jump straight into the hurling. Up next is the first of a triple header on the day. It is the Lorimar Cup final between Longford and Louth. This should be a tight one. So the winner of this will get promoted to the Nicky Rackard Cup next year. So it's kind of a tough one, but I think Longford have had the easier time getting here. So I think it's sitting in their favour. So I'm going to go with Longford, and I'm going to say by 5 points. I think Louth, they're a strong team, but I think Longford were probably the strongest in the competition up to this point. So Longford to win the Lorimar Cup by 5 points. And the second game of our triple header is the Nicky Rackard Cup final between Roscommon and Tyrone. The winner will be promoted to the Christy Ring Cup for next year. So Roscommon have absolutely walked the Nicky Rackard Cup. Tyrone, they kept up as best they could, but Roscommon have just been on a completely different level. So with that, I think I'm going to stick with Roscommon on this. I think they're just better prepared to win it. So I'm going to go with Roscommon. I'm going to go by 6 points. I think they can definitely get a very big win over Tyrone. So Roscommon to win the Nicky Rackard Cup final by 6 points. And the final game of the triple header this weekend is the Christy Ring Cup final between Kildare and Mayo. Kildare, like Roscommon, have just ploughed through the competition. Mayo were actually kind of a surprise. I was actually expecting them to get relegated, but here they are, still holding on and actually made it to the final. So I think I'm still going to go with Kildare. Kildare have just walked this. I think that the Nicky Rackard and the Christy Ring, they're only going to get close next year when Roscommon and Kildare have moved. I think Roscommon won't walk the Christy Ring the way they walk the Nicky Rackard, and Kildare won't walk the Joe McDonagh. So they should all, like, the playing field should even out then next year. So I'm going to go with Kildare on this. I'm going to say by 12 points. I think they could do that. Kildare could very well do that. So yeah, Kildare to win the Christy Ring Cup final by 12 points. So up next we have the Joe McDonagh Cup match between Offaly and Carlow. Now if Offaly win this, they can make the final. If Carlow win it, they can make the final if Kerry lose. So Offaly just need to win this, Carlow need Kerry to lose. So with that, I think I'm going to go with Offaly. Originally I thought it'd be a Kerry and Antrim final, but I'm starting to think it's going to be an Offaly and Antrim final. So I'm going to go with Offaly, and I'm going to say by 5 points. I think Carlow will put up a good fight, but Offaly will just see him off in the end. So Offaly to win by 5 points. Up next we have the Joe McDonagh Cup match between Down and Meath. Now, if Down win this, nothing happens. They can't go to the final or anything like that. They'll just stay where they are. Meath, on the other hand, they're already relegated. They can beat Down and, get the 2 points, but their score difference is just, it's too big. It's just too big in the negatives. So they won't be able to beat Down by enough to get back into it. So Meath are already relegated. So with that, I'm going to go with Down, and I'm going to say by 6 points. I think Down are the team Meath will probably have the easiest time with, but they'll still lose by a decent amount in the end. So Down to win by 6 points. And our final Joe McDonagh Cup match is between Antrim and Kerry. So Antrim are already qualified for the final. If Kerry can win this, they will qualify for the final. However, if Offaly win against Carlow, Offaly will. So Kerry need Carlow to win, and they need to win this. So, like I said, I think it's going to be an Antrim and Offaly final. So I'm going to go to Antrim on this. I think it'll be very, very close. Very close. I'm going to say Antrim will only win by 2 points. Offaly only won by 1 point, but I think Antrim are a bit stronger than Offaly. So Antrim to win by 2 points. Up next we have the Leinster Championship match between Laois and Westmeath. Now as it stands, Laois have no points, Westmeath has 1 point. So that means the winner of this will stay in the Leinster Championship. The loser will be relegated, unless by some miracle of nature Kerry managed to win the Joe McDonagh Cup. So a draw would do Westmeath, but Laois definitely need a win. So, and Westmeath, they had an amazing game against Wexford. Laois got absolutely destroyed by everyone, but they were close with Dublin, I think. So this is going to be a close one. It's hard to say. But based off what I've seen, I think Westmeath will be the team to stay up. So I imagine this will be very, very close. So I'm only going to say Westmeath to win by 1 point. I think it'll be very, very close. So Westmeath to win by 1 point. Up next we have the Leinster Championship match between Galway and Dublin. If either team wins, they will qualify for the Leinster final. So Galway win, final, Dublin win, final. So this could be a tight one. Because I believe, should Dublin lose and Wexford win, if Dublin lose by a good bit and Wexford win by a good bit, I think that would put Dublin out of it. So it's gonna be tough to decide. But I think I'm gonna go with Galway. I think people kind of underestimated them this year, so I'm gonna go with Galway, and I'm gonna say by 5 points. I think Galway can give Dublin a decent beating. So Galway to win by 5 points. And our final Leinster Championship game is between Kilkenny and Wexford. Kilkenny have been on a good run, Wexford not so much. They had a lucky draw against Galway, an unlucky loss to Dublin, had an amazing win against Laois, but fell off again and drew with Westmeath, so it's really not in their favour at the minute. So I think I'm going to have to go against. I think Kilkenny will just beat him off the pitch. I don't see Wexford pulling back after the embarrassment of Westmeath. I'm going to say by 7 points. I don't know what happened with Wexford. They just fell off. So Kilkenny to win by 7 points. Up next we have the Munster Championship match between Tipperary and Cork. If Tipperary win, nothing happens. Tipperary are eliminated from the All-Ireland. If Cork can win, they can qualify for the next round. So I think it's sitting in Cork's favour. I think they can do it. I think they'll go by 3 points. Tipperary have just somehow not turned up this year. Whereas Cork, they've been a bit hit and miss, but managed to get themselves into the position to qualify. So Cork to win by 3 points. And our final Munster Championship game and final game of the weekend is between Clare and Waterford. Now, Clare have already qualified for the Munster final. Waterford are looking to qualify for the next round. So, this weekend for the Munster Championship, it's basically between Cork and Waterford to see who. So, I think I'm going to go with Clare on this. I think nobody expected them to do anything. I think they just came out of nowhere. So I'm going to go to. I'm going to say by 4 points. I think they're very strong, and after the draw with Limerick, they could very easily win the Munster Championship. So who knows? Anyway, final score I'm going with Clare to win by 4 points. So there you have it. Those are my predictions for the very first 2 games in the Tailteann Cup and the Laurie Marr, Nicky Rackard and Christy Ring Cup finals, and also the final rounds of the Joe McDonagh Cup, the Leinster Championship and the Munster Championship. So this is it. I think we're heading on the home stretch now in the championships. There'll only be the Joe McDonagh Cup, the Leinster Championship and the Munster Championship finals. The Laurie Marr, Nicky Rackard and Christy Ring are nearly finished. The Tailteann Cup and the All-Ireland in the football are about to get underway, and also the provincials in the football are coming to an end. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share, and I will see you for the next one.